everyone, I have a layout to kick off National Scrapbooking Weekend. Yeah, it's usually National Scrapbooking Day, but I'm making a whole weekend out of it. So, today I have this layout to share with you, which is kind of a different layout for me. Because I usually scrapbook about our family, our everyday moments, our events, holidays, things like that. And I don't really scrapbook much outside of that, like current events, local things that happen. So this layout is probably the first that has nothing to do with our family, except that we go to this place a lot. And let me tell you a little bit about the pictures first. That photo on top is of this lake. Well, both photos are of this lake in our local botanical gardens. But the top photo is of the lake when it's already like greenish, has like this green film on top. It's pretty low, and it used to be higher. The water used to be not so yucky, I guess. And in this photo, it's already like evaporating, I guess. And that photo was taken in April of 2016. We have gone back to this place since then, and the lake was getting lower and lower and lower. And our annual passes had run out, so we stopped going for a little while. And we just got the passes again. And we went and we found the lake completely dry. Completely dry. Like the mud on the bottom is cracking because it's so dry. And I was really, I guess, kind of puzzled about why that happened, because California had a drought for like 10 years. And the beginning of this year and the end of last year, we had some pretty heavy rains. So I really thought that, the lake would be recovered, I guess. And so we were really shocked when we went back to find the lake completely dry. And this was a lake that was full of life. It had fish, it had turtles, it had birds. So I really have no idea what happened to the animals that were living on the lake. I mean, obviously turtles and birds probably found a different place to go. I don't know what happened to the fish, because it's not like the lake is covered in fish carcasses or anything. So, and they were huge fish too. So I'm not sure what happened to the animals, but I did call the garden and speak to somebody so that I could journal more accurate information on this layout. And what they told me is that during those rainstorms that we had, the lake filled up and it was overflowing. And after the rain stopped, over a period of 2 weeks, the water slowly evaporated and soaked into the ground, so that it was like a muddy mess. And so now that we have higher temperatures and stuff, I mean, the ground is just like mud that is cracking because it's so dry. So now that there is no water, no animals there, they are thinking about fixing up the bottom of the lake so that the water doesn't absorb in anymore. So this layout has the two photos from the same time period last year and this year. So this is both April 2016 on top, 2017 on the bottom. It's a different perspective of the lake though. So it's not like the exact same, the pictures were not taken at the exact same spot, because I didn't know that I had those pictures when we went and took these new ones. But I think it still shows a big difference. I mean, obviously, in that there's absolutely no water left in there. So yeah, the environment, guys. Let's take care of it. It's really I don't know if this is like something that happens naturally to any body of water like that, or if it's just something like a freak thing that happened to this particular place because of the way it's built or where it is, or I have no idea. But it really has kind of made me think more about the impact that we have on our environment when you see something change so rapidly like this. If you have like any knowledge about this kind of stuff, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you think. But let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing here. So the papers I've chosen, the background paper, this aqua one, and the journaling card, I think they're all Simple Stories Hello Fall. And they came in my April Lily warehouse sale box. And I live in California, so fall is like our winter, I guess. But our trees don't always change colors, and we don't have the beautiful fall that everybody else has. So I don't have too much fall stuff to scrap besides like Halloween and like pumpkin patches and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use these fall papers for this layout because I think the colors go so well with the pictures. And because it is a botanical garden, I wanted to bring in floral elements and maybe some wildlife. So I went through my die cut packs, and I remember Amy Tangerine had reddish flowers and birds and stuff. So I went through those die cuts, and I got the flowers, the feather, and the bird, and I'm just gonna layer them on around my journaling card and around my photo. And I have a lot of journaling for this, so I wanted to make sure that I kept that whole journaling card and had as much space to write on as possible. And then on the right side I added a strip of that brown it's like a border strip from that paper I'm using, and it's the back of it. I think it grounds the pictures a little bit more, although most of it is going to get covered up with the florals, but that's okay. Here I attached that acetate flower by making sure that some of the pop dots on my bird were touching the flower too, so that it would attach itself with without the need for more glue. And here I'm adding pop dots to a few of the layers here and there. So now I'm just going to layer all my pieces, and I'm going to write my journaling. And then this layout will be almost done. So you can see I added in that title. That's from Chamel's Go Now Go collection. The colors just went perfectly with this layout. And it says take it in because that's kind of how I feel when I look at these two pictures together. Like, look at all the change that's happened in just 1 year. And now I'm getting these washi tapes and I'm looking to see which colors would look better with my layout. I thought of adding something sparkly or metallic, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I just went with these like teal or turquoise washi tapes, and I'm gonna layer them there on the top and the bottom just to frame my layout a little bit. And I've been doing this a lot lately. I've been using my washi tapes for framing and layering a lot lately. So I love these like skinny washi tapes, especially for the purpose of framing my layout. I picked these up at Michael's with the, they've had a 50 or 60% off of all recollections, embellishments, and washi tapes lately, and they've had that coupon out a few times. So these are a really good buy when you are able to get that coupon. So that's all. This layout is all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your National Scrapbooking Day weekend. Bye!